Hello, welcome and welcome back to A Day Full of Budgets. I hope you're well. Today is going to be my end of quarter 3 of 2025 review. We're going to have a look at what we've achieved in the last sort of 3 months, what we plan to be doing for the next 3 months, and then we're going to have a look into some plans for 2026. So yeah, exciting. We will start with the challenges. So the first thing I've got here is my manifest that. So this is what I wrote at the beginning of 2025. We've done some of them, and some of them are still to be done or a pipe dream. But we'll see. Apologise for the lighting. It's really early on a really grey day. So yes, it might be a little bit on the darker side, so you might want to turn your brightness up. So we've had our 7 days in the sun. We're nearly at the 1,500 overpayment. We've done my daughter's room. We've got garden gates coming, but we haven't done the decking. Our dining table we have. Disney was a bit of a extra bonus for this year. My daughter, if you don't already know, does cheerleading, and she got herself onto a travel team, and that travel team is heading to Disneyland Paris to compete. So as much as it's not the full-on Disney holiday that we thought it might be, it actually manifested itself into a couple of days at Disney, along with a cheer competition. So she'll have all her cheer friends there, which is really exciting. And Christmas in snow, we're still manifesting that. So we'll move that out of the way. And then we'll just look at some completed challenges. So this is the list of all the completed challenges that we've done in quarter 3. Obviously, these weren't just done in quarter 3. They've taken a whole year to do, but these are the ones that we've just completed. So we've done our 100 hearts, self-care. We've done 3 mini challenges for the 100 envelope. We've done our passport. We've finished the Princess Diaries set from from Kit. Grounded Budgets, that's it. We've done a shut the door, we've done a home fund, we've done freedom, we've done the Save 200 challenge, we've done a shopping challenge, we've done a medical challenge, we've done a 10k feeder, pop of colour, jar of hearts, and then we've done 5 of the BBMU savings challenges as well. So yeah, I haven't added all of that up, but yeah, it's quite a good amount. So I'm pleased with kind of the progress that we've made. So looking at the end of quarter 3, we have done my daughter's bedroom. So her room is very nearly done, which is great. She's got most of the furniture that she needs now, so that's really good. We have already saved for Christmas 2025. We are still doing a Christmas challenge, but technically I could stop now and be fine for Christmas. We've done a mini medical challenge. We've still got a bigger one to come. We've saved for the tickets for Benson Boone that my daughter wanted. We've done a self-care. We've done the garden gates and the workshop, and we've done a passport. So that's all exciting. So now if we look at quarter 3, with our mortgage overpayment, we're up to 1,279. Now we make a small payment, overpayment, every month anyway. So on top of emptying the freedom binder, I have a monthly small overpayment. For our dining table, we need 1,631. We've got a roll for it challenge, which saves £12.60. We've got £308 left. This is at the end of September. So I have done a couple of cash stuffings since, so it is lower than that. And we need an additional £371. And I'm going to be using the Dilly Dally Dots challenge. It's not called Dilly Dally Dots. It's what Cashbook Cute calls it. Fill the dots. So we've got £91 left to get to that target. I am just going to have to interrupt because the dog's barking. Surprise, surprise. Right, so for Christmas, the aim was 2,500. We've actually saved 3,207, and we've got £707 extra. We will have even more than that when I finish the Christmas challenge that we're working on, and that is going to feed into medical. and I'll explain medical in a minute. So for the 100 envelope challenge, we've saved 4,265. So we've got 785 left on that, but we have spent 1,300 of it on student accommodation, or towards student accommodation for my son. The 10k, we've got £1,300 there. We've got another 8,700 to go. That's fine. It's, you know, it's a slow burner. This is like a long-term goal. And then I've done this kind of out of order really, but we have started planning our 2026 holidays. So how we've always generally kind of been is we'll have 1 year where we focus on the house, and then 1 year we'll just go on holiday. So last year, yes, we did go on holiday, but we also done quite a lot on the house. Whereas this year, I think we're gonna try and focus more on the holidays than the house. But we'll see. It's quite a stretch. So we are heading up to the Lake Districts for Easter. So we'll need £1,200 for that. We've got 451. So that's the part of the 2k binder. Goodwood is 1,700. We're using the 1,500 binder. We've got 130. Barcelona, I'm estimating maybe about £4,000. Yeah, so we're using volume 2 at the moment that had £540 at the end of September. And I do have a Barcelona challenge, which like a dice challenge like the Paris one. So we're going to combine those. We would also really like, so those 3 have been booked. We would really like to do a Centre Parks trip. We've not been for quite a few years. So we would really like to go. But because we're a family of 5, you have to get a 3-bedroom, 6-person, which is obviously more expensive. So I think we'd need about £1,600. I'd quite like to use the funfair box to do that. I need to get a binder so I can set that up. And then Christmas 26. We had planned to go away for a weekend break this year, but haven't. We're hoping to do something a little bit more extravagant next year, but it really depends on our savings and working and spending and all of those things. So we'll see about that. We can dream. If you don't write it down, you don't dream it, it's never going to happen. So we're going to dream. So for the summer holidays for 2026, we're using the 4 Seasons challenge to save £800. We've saved 235, so we've got 565 left. For my daughter's Paris competition trip, I'd like to save 500. I think 500 is probably way more than we need. However, I know we're going to get overexcited when we go into the shop and probably buy lots. So I wanted to give us a little bit extra. So we've saved 217. So we had 283 left. But that is, I mean, what I've got now is absolutely fine. But you know, if I don't want to keep saying no, then I need to save a little bit more. If we go with what we've got, then you know, is what it is. So moving over to this page, I've got medical here at 2,625. I haven't really spoken about this on my channel before. It's quite a private matter, but there is some testing that we would like to have done for our daughter, and that is how much it's going to be to have it done privately. So that's the aim. So to save for that, I'm going to be putting in, so I've already saved 240, have I? Apparently I have. Yes, I have, because that is from the Rainbow Geometrics Challenge. And then at the moment, we've got 707 left from Christmas. So we need to find another 1,678. Now, once the Christmas challenge has been finished, that number will be lower. And then we're going to keep working on the Rainbow Geometric, and that's going to save for that. The the driving lessons, I'd like to get to £600 by April. We've saved 180, so we've got 420 left. I'm just going to have a sip of water, actually. Sorry. So for 2028, we want to get the 6k done. We're at 153. It's okay. That's quite a bit to go. And then the save 7,000 with 7 dice is for a car. We need to get another car for our middle son. We don't need to, we would like to. So that's what that challenge is going to be for. And then, yeah, so we've got £74 in there at the moment. And then other savings, the mattress, the mattress saga is continuing. So what we will do is from the 2k binder, we'll put £1,200 to Easter, and the other amount will go to pay off the mattress if we decide to keep it. Appliances really need to be thought about. I've been using like my emergency slush fund for that at the moment, but we need to think about that. And we really need to replace our decking. Yeah, that's going to have to be, it's a big job and an expensive job. So we're going to have to see. But that's what we are looking to do for the rest of this year, into early next year. I'm already thinking about my binder setup. What challenges I'm going to be using, and all those sorts of things. Not too much is going to change, I don't think. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to track the university savings. So I did some calculations yesterday. So my middle son would also like to go to university, and because of our earnings, they don't get their full maintenance loan. So it doesn't cover their accommodation. So we're going to have to foot the bill, well, between us and them. But it's very difficult for, 16, 17, 18-year-olds to raise probably about £5,000 whilst trying to study for their A-levels, so they can get into the university. Yeah, it's hard. So, we'll need to help them. And I've had to work out how much we're going to have to save to send to university, and they're going to be there together or at a university at the same time for at least 2 to 3 years. So yeah, we're going to have to be paying out about £8,000 a year for university. So we need to start a plan now. We've got a couple of years to start saving for that. So I need to factor that in our budget. I'm going to start the 2026 budget in a couple of weeks, and see what the 2026 looks like. We always like to plan out. So then what we do is we plan what we want to spend for the year, how much we need to save for the year, and then we work it backwards. So how much money do we need to earn? And what does that mean in terms of our work schedules? How can we get to that amount? Is how we look at our year. I'm in a much better, more organised position now, even than I was last year. I've been cash stuffing for a couple of years now, and every year just seems to get, I seem to be more organised, and I seem to know what I'm doing, and it has taken a couple of years to get to that point. So yeah, so that's the plan. That's the review. That's what we've been up to. That's what we're going to be up to. Let me know if you've done your sort of end of Q3 review. What does it look like? What are your plans? Let me know in the comments. I always love to hear. I am about 3 days behind on my comments, but I am getting through them, and I do love to read and interact with everybody in my comments, so please do keep them coming. Please like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel, all of those amazing things. Have a fantastic rest of your week and weekend, and I'll speak to you really soon. Bye.